Welcome to our temple. This is my religion. It sustains us, it gives us nutrients, and it's delicious. Dave, I only eat to live. I don't care about taste. You heretic. Time is now. Get a selection. Food is joy. Food is happiness. Think about when you were a wee lad and lass and ate that disgusting or delicious thing. Think about the things your mom used to do and yearn for, and the lunch and dinners and, you know, after dinner and snack and food with friends and just sharing stuff on a table with people. All right, let's go. All right. First of all, egg pudding. But Dave, I didn't know pudding was Portuguese. Sweet pudding. My good people, there's no other thing as Portuguese as this. Egg pudding, we got a lot of sugar, we got a lot of eggs. I like everything on this list, I just don't need one of them. All right, pudding has to be one of my favorite things, but I don't think it's S tier. I really like pudding, but it's S tier? I mean, it's good. I don't think it's S tier good, right? Where do we put this? I think it's, pudding is at least A. I don't know what we're gonna rate, right, out of these things. What do we call this? Pudim de Ovos, right? Pudim means pudding, de ovos, of eggs. Puddings were invented all over the place, like in Britain and Commonwealth, all across the land. Pudding means dessert. If you go to the UK, people still use pudding for the dessert. What's for pudding? Pudim de Ovos was invented in Portugal by a Portuguese monk. And the legend has it that he wouldn't divulge the recipe to anyone. No siree. Many places tried to copy it, but no one could make the pudding like this guy. After his death, the secret ingredients in his pudding were revealed. And the secret ingredients in the pudding were sugar, eggs, egg yolks, water, and pork. Tocinho de porco. How do you say tocinho? Bacon. It's bacon, but it's not bacon. Yeah, okay, it's bacon. But it's not bacon as most people think about bacon. But sure. It's bacon, but it's just the fat part. The fatty part of the bacon. I'm gonna start by saying something, which is anyone on YouTube is watching and going, but Dave, you didn't include this dessert. Shut the f. There's no space or time. We have too many, okay? So I'm gonna use some of them as examples for others, but do know that we have like a bajillion different egg and sugar based desserts. All right, that's a strong start, right? Hey, Pasteis de Nata, do they deserve S tier? I think they deserve S tier. I'm sorry. But this is, to me, if you find a good Pastel de Nata, this is insane. S, no doubt, yes. S tier. Pasteis de Nata. S tier. There's another thing in Lisbon called Pasteis de Belém. Pasteis de Belém are just Pasteis de Nata with a different recipe. Tourists queue up. They make insane queues to get some Pasteis de Belém. There's plenty of brilliant Pasteis de Nata out there. It doesn't need to be Pasteis de Belém. It's the same thing, just different recipes. And some places make Pasteis de Nata way better than Pasteis de Belém. So if you go to Lisbon specifically, you can have brilliant Pasteis de Nata without going to Belém. It's good. Pasteis de Belém are good. Don't get me wrong. They're good. Are they better than Pasteis de Nata in general? No. So it's egg custard, right? With it's an egg custard pastry with you can put cinnamon on them, or you can just go raw dog style. I don't think they need cinnamon, but you can add cinnamon. And like the crust needs to be flaky as well. That's an important thing. They need to be well made. Cinnamon and powdered sugar is a must for me. Yeah. So this is a point of contention. Some people cannot have these without cinnamon or powdered sugar. Some people, like myself, if we find like a good Pastel de Nata, I don't think it needs anything else. But you do you. Let's move on. We got a lot of food to cover. All right? Arroz Doce roughly translates to sweet rice or cream rice. It's basically rice, actual rice, vanilla, condensed milk, oh my god, sugar. The cinnamon here, it's not optional, I don't think. You can have Arroz Doce without cinnamon, but it's an abomination. S tier for you? I mean, I like Arroz Doce, but it's not Pastel de Nata. I think Pudim de Ovos is better than than Arroz Doce. I'm gonna lose my citizenship, guys. Rip. It has been nice to be Portuguese for my 30+ years of existence. Okay, maybe it is A tier, but let me put it at the bottom of A tier. Okay. I don't think I like Pudim de Ovos better than Arroz Doce. It's less of a showstopper and more of a staple, that kind of vibe. Arroz Doce is that kind of dessert that you kind of you don't go out of your way to get it. Christmas time is a classic, right? It is really easy to make, yes, and it's very easy to digest as well. But this is more of a staple, I would say. This is more of a comfort dessert, something we are clearly like during Christmas, for instance. This is in every table, right? The texture, imagine like the texture of like soft rice, but like the creaminess of it's difficult to describe. Moving on, Bolo de Arroz. Bolo de Arroz is rice muffins, is Portuguese rice muffins. This thing exists in every single cafe you can go to. Every single cafe you can go to, you'll have bolos de arroz. I don't know. I think this is C tier. I might be someone who's gonna crucify me, but to me, bolo de arroz is maybe C tier. It's not bad. I have a friend that has this thing where he asks for a bolo de arroz, asks for them to cut it in half, and then toast it, and then to put butter on it. I don't know. It's his thing. It's exactly like a muffin. What, Keltrix, you want to add something? You don't think this deserves C? I think C is good at C. We're good at C, right? It's time for the fan favorite. This is not exclusive to Portugal, I don't think, but it's a staple. The internet said that the origins of this are Portugal and Italy, but this is chocolate salami. Chocolate salami, ladies and gentlemen. In some places in the Middle East, I think they call it like lazy cake. It's basically biscuits or like some crackers, right? Some sweet biscuits. And then it's very easy to make. This is a dessert that I made while I was in kindergarten. We would make this thing. I don't know, is it better than pudding? It's not better than pudding. It's better than Arroz Doce, in my opinion. It's more like a very rich brownie, in a sense. Imagine like a very, very, very dense and rich brownie. I used to make salami when I was 8 years old. Same! So Salame de Chocolate has this texture. Let me show you. See what I mean? It's kind of, you just roll it. You just roll it with some cracker crumbs, some biscuits. And this is what it looks like. Okay, I like salami more than I like Arroz Doce. I'm sorry, but I don't like it as much as pudding. I know some people are gonna say, "Oh, this is so easy to make. This doesn't deserve A. It's B tier." No, I'm sorry. In kindergarten, we made this all the time. Everyone has made this when they were kids. Chocolate salami. A tier. Okay. Moving on. More desserts. Okay. Pão de Ló. I hate this thing. But I'm gonna give it some credit. It's made with eggs, a lot of eggs, a lot of sugar, and depending on where you go, it's either a solid cake, or it's very runny. It can be creamy, or it can have this consistency. I'm gonna show you, right? So you can have it in this consistency. Is it siricaya? Is it the same thing? It is. Okay. Is it better than the Arroz Doce? Maybe. It's not as good. Maybe. I think Arroz Doce goes to B tier, guys. I know, right? But it's not as good as salami. Get the f out of here. Arroz Doce is fine. I'll unsub. Listen, this is my tier list, okay? You guys can make your own. I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna send you like I'm gonna make the template available, the file available, and you can make your own. Right, this is my tier list. This is my Portuguese. Arroz Doce is fine. We're not gonna have that kind of bickering. That kind of bickering will not be tolerated in this house. Okay. Pão de Ló means pão means bread. The law means I have no idea. What does Pão de Ló mean? Wait. Pão de Ló, also known as sponge cake. It was created by someone from Genoa called Giovan Battista Cabona. Original recipe was eggs, sugar, flour, and yeast. In Portugal, there exist different modified versions. There's alfeizerão, Ovar, Guimarães. There also exists a version called Pão de Ló à Brasileira. Okay, the closest thing you can find to Pão de Ló would be sponge cake. You guys know sponge cake, right? That's the closest thing. It's just that sometimes we make it more runny. That's the gist of it, okay? We got like queijadas, we got like tigeladas, we got like pastéis de Tentugal. We got so many, but the commonality between them all is a lot of eggs, a lot of sugar. Eggs, sugar, flour. It's usually the combo, right? I feel like I'd look at that one on the table. I wish it was a Basque-style cheesecake. Yeah, it's not. It's not. Basque cheesecake would be better, I think. One of my favorite desserts as well, just so you know. Not Portuguese, but, you know, I think us and the Basque people share a similar love for food. Port wine, ladies and gentlemen. Port wine. It's a dessert wine. It's fortified wine. Very well known all across the globe. Port wine from Porto, right? Is port wine S tier? I didn't do Baba de Camelo, no. I was going to do it, but I don't know. Baba de Camelo is one of those things that you can find in every typical Portuguese restaurant. The story of this dessert is kind of curious. Basically, it was at the turn of the 20th century, a lady in Lisbon. The story goes that she was trying to make a dessert out of whatever she had at home. She didn't have ingredients. She didn't have stuff. So she was trying to make a dessert. And Baba de Camelo was the result of this. This has... Oh my god. So it's like a can of condensed milk, 5 eggs. That's it. That's it. Just take 5 eggs, add a can of condensed milk, and it's done. This recipe has a can of condensed milk, 4 eggs, and 1 sheet of gelatin. Some salt. Oh my god. Do we add this? Okay, let me add this actually.
A few moments later.
I think it passed on that one. It's just condensed milk and eggs. Like, what the fuck is it? Come on, it's not. It's gonna be. This is so sweet. This is so. This is like diabetes. The dessert. I think this is like D tier. This is worse than Bolo de Arroz. It's really sweet. It's really too sweet. It's too much. This is too much, guys. It's just a can of condensed milk and eggs. I think this is a D tier. This is our first D tier. It's just too sweet. Now, port wine. Is port wine S tier? I think so. I think it's gonna be... Is port wine better than Pasteis de Nata, though? I think port wine is not better than Pasteis de Nata. I know some of you are gonna buy... You're insane, Dave! Port wine! Yeah, it can be something special, but it's... I don't know, it's something that you don't have port wine every day, right? I still think, like, in terms of, like, what makes Portuguese cuisine, I still think that we need to put it there. It's not as good as Pasteis de Nata, but, I mean, come on. Alright, that's all for desserts, I think. It's one of our main exports. Some people say, but Dave, port wine is an English invention, you know? Shut up. It's good. It's a Portuguese staple as well. Like, it's something special if you have it. Is it better than Pasteis de Nata? I don't think so. Is it better than Pudim de Ovos? Yes. Yes, it is. What else we have? Wine in general. Oh, sorry. Wine in general. It's better than Portuguese wine of all kinds. When you find really good wine, it's better than port, in my opinion. I've had wine from all over the globe. Get the f*** out of here. There's nothing like Portuguese wine. The whole country is just a big vineyard. We have beautiful wines from Alentejana to Algarve, to the north, to Douro. Each one of them has something special to them, except Lisboa. Moscatel doesn't count. I mean, we have some okay-ish wines in the region of Lisbon, but it's better than, maybe better than Pasteis de Nata as a whole. I think our wine is deserves like top of the pack here. I think it's one of the most special things we have. Pasteis de Nata is overrated there. I mean, a good pastel de nata, come on, it's better than egg pudding. Maybe it's not better than port wine. Okay. Maybe you're right. I don't know. I changed my mind. Okay, here's the deal. Here's the deal, guys. At the end of the tier list, when I'm done here, if you want to, you have the opportunity to call in the show. I'm gonna take your call, and you can argue for one switch. You can switch it up. You can pick 2 items and switch them, but you have to convince me. Why? Let's make it open to all. I'm gonna describe the items. I'm gonna be talking about it, and if at the end you feel like a certain food item is not, you know, doesn't deserve the position, you can make your case. And if you convince me, I'll switch it up. All right? Let's continue. We do have wine with dinner. Yes. A lot of us do. And I don't, me and Sarah don't have wine with dinner every time, but, you know, sometimes we might look at a bottle and go like, you know, it would be nice. Like, you can have cheap wine, and that cheap wine would be magnificent. All right, so right now, Portuguese wine, all kinds, white wine, red wine. Next item on the menu. Carne de Porco Alentejana. Carne de Porco Alentejana. Pork meat, Alentejo style. I think this is S tier as well. I think this is not only... Listen, I'm mostly vegetarian these days. We make some exceptions. But I think this is better than Pasteis de Nata. I know they're different things. One is a dessert, the other one is... but like in the grand scheme of things, I think Carne Porco Alentejana is better than Pasteis de Nata. Pasteis de Nata is more iconic. Yeah, but listen, most of the shit down here, people have not heard about, right? So we have to... Okay, but this deserves S tier, no? So Carne Porco Alentejana is pork, potatoes, like roasted potatoes, and little clams. Right? So it's like it's the Portuguese version of surf and turf kind of situation. Almost. You have the sea and you have the pork. I don't know, it's a I don't know, top of A. S for me. S for you. Okay, and then it goes... But the pork has to be seasoned in a special way. Yes. Are we happy with this? There we go. Look at this. Look at this. This is beautiful. Now I want some Carne Porco Alentejana, guys. Oh yeah, we can have like... some pickled cauliflower, right? Okay, I think this is S tier. This is like iconic. This is like our surf and turf. It has little clams. It has the pork, super tender, super nice. And I don't have bad memories with Carne Porco Alentejana, you know. It has the roasted potatoes, very rustic, very good. You can add the olives or not, you know. I think any Portuguese watching this will agree with us. This needs to be S tier. You're not a shellfish kind of girly? Oh, you don't... Oh, you don't know. You don't know. You would very quickly become a shellfish kind of girl. Trust. Anyway. Carne Porco Alentejana, S tier. Francesinha... I'm sorry, this is not S tier. I know you guys are gonna... Anyone from the north are gonna say, Dave! How dare you? How dare you? It is not S tier. It's interesting... I'll give you that, but this is too much. It's too much. We talked about this, but like, you know, this has the wow factor. We all watched the Francesinha video, right? That I put out. You guys were here. Listen, don't kill me. You guys will have your opportunity to make changes at the end of it. Francesinha, the abomination from Porto, with all kinds of sausages and meats, like a croque monsieur, megazord. Croque monsieur on steroids with eggs and cheese and spicy sauce and, you know, served with fries, and it's insanity. I think it deserves to be above Arroz Doce. I mean, come on, we have a lot to go through, right? Maybe, okay, maybe we do this. Okay, you guys can kill me later, alright? Arroz Doce is going down. Arroz Doce is going down. Okay. That's it. That's my final decision for now. I think Babo de Camelo is the worst. The worst of them all. Babo de Camelo has to be... It's just fucking condensed milk and... It's just condensed milk and eggs. Bacalhau a Gomes de Sá. So whenever you hear something, like No, bacalhau à minhota, bacalhau à brás, bacalhau à... It means a la, you know, it means in the style of. I don't know who Gomes de Sá was, but it's basically codfish, eggs on top. It's like a shredded codfish, right? Eggs on top. What is it to say? What can I say about this? C tier? I know that people love this, but like, I don't think it's... Is it better than a Bolo de Arroz? Bacalhau Gomes de Sá, I don't know. It can be good, but at the same time, I think we have better contenders for the top positions. Let's put it there. It's there. Fine. It's done. It's there. Pão com chouriço. S tier. I'm not even kidding. Pão com chouriço has to be S tier. Portuguese rolls with sausage. Portuguese sausage rolls. You know, little bread things with chouriço. I think this is S tier. I think this is classic. Pão com chouriço, guys. What do we think in terms of S tier? There was some pão com chouriço that saved my life. Oh my god. Pão com chouriço has to be... I'm sorry. Pão com chouriço will be... I know Pasteis de Nata are very iconic, but pão com chouriço, guys. Are we kidding? It has two of the best things in the world. Pão and chouriço. Is it better than port? I know some people in the comments are going to go, "Oh, Dave, you heard the palate of a 4-year-old. I can't believe this." Shush. I think pão com chouriço is better than port, guys. Guys, pão com chouriço. Pão com chouriço, guys. Your port wine, pão com chouriço is second place right now. You guys can... Listen, if you're not happy about this, at the end of the stream, you guys can convince me to switch some things up. Remember, this is the best hangover food that you can get, right? You go on a night out, you had a bit too much to drink. At the end of the night, you just grab a pão com chouriço, you know, right out of the oven. 3 a.m., no problem. Grab a pão com chouriço. Yeah, with wood fire oven, right? Has to be. I know this is simple. It looks stupid because it's just chouriço and bread. Trust, okay? Trust. This is something magical. Pão com chouriço. In the same vein, let's talk about Caldo Verde, shall we? Roughly translates to green broth or green soup, as some people call it. It is a cabbage soup, a creamy cabbage soup with chouriço, with some slices of chouriço. And I was about to say, some people don't like it, okay? Some people don't like it. But I think, is it better than pão com chouriço? No. But it deserves to be up there, in my opinion. It's just cabbage soup, creamy cabbage soup. This is comforting, guys. You would also have this at the end of a night out, okay? A merendeira, is this still open? Okay, if you're ever in Lisbon, you're in Portugal, you go to Lisbon. Santos, yeah, still open. You go to Santos, end of a night out. I don't know if there's other places that sell Caldo Verde and pão com chouriço, but you go to this place. This is like by the docks. This is the Lisbon docks, Doca de Alcântara. And there's like, these are, you know, urban beach is like a bar. There's some restaurants, some... Closes at 7 a.m. It closes at 7 a.m., ladies and gentlemen. You don't go there to get fine dining or anything. No. You go there at 3 a.m. to get some pão com chouriço and some Caldo Verde. You guys can fight me in the comments. You can say, I'm gonna make this a video on YouTube, by the way. So if you're watching this right now and you want to fight me on one of these decisions, do tell me in the comments. Dave, you're wrong. This is clearly inferior to my favorite thing. And then you tell me which one you prefer. All right. It goes there. Oh my god, we have so much to go through. Okay. Bacalhau com natas. Bacalhau com natas. Creamy codfish? What do we call this? How do we translate bacalhau com natas? Bacalhau com natas would be cod with cream. Right, this is bacalhau com natas. Codfish with cream, like creamy codfish. I mean, it's almost like it has this crust from the cream in the oven. It's almost like a codfish lasagna, you know? Doesn't have pasta. Bacalhau com natas is good. But it's too heavy. In my honest opinion, it's too heavy. It's not better than Carne Porco Alentejana. I don't think it's better than a francesinha. No. Com natas. Bacalhau com natas. Codfish with cream. It's not abras. Abras, it's a different story. This is not something I eat every day either. It's something I eat very, very, very occasionally. I would say no. Is it better than Arroz Doce? Yes. I'll still give it A. I still think it's... Or is it top of B? In the grand scheme of things, I think this is a top of the B tier. That's it. Moving on. We don't have a lot of time. Moving on. Oh my god, leitão. Leitão. Suckling pig. This is not unique to Portugal. This is a delicacy. Is it better than a francesinha? I mean, suckling pig. What do we think? I will demote Pão de Ló to the top of C tier. I think it's bottom of B tier for now. Depends on what we find, what else we find. Some people would kill me right now because their favorite thing is leitão, right? But I don't know, it's top at C tier, I think. Alheira. Alheira is a sausage that is part of our... We inherited from the Jewish... It's part of our Jewish heritage. So the Jewish people, to distinguish themselves from... To still make like a sausage, but they made this with other types of meat instead of pork. And it's basically a bread and meat sausage. Alheira will kill you. It will fucking clog your arteries. I don't think it's... I think it's B tier, and I think, I don't know. Is it better than Arroz Doce? I think it's bottom of B tier. Also, my voice is giving up on me today. Jesus. I think it stays there for now. These are little fried thingies with meat. You know, you can get these savory, delicious pieces of, you know, these snacks on every single little cafe. What do we think about croquettes? Croquettes, we have Pasteis de Bacalhau as well. I guess this is not unique in any way, right? They're fine, but like... Okay, maybe some people are gonna kill me, but I'm gonna say croquettes. Ugh, they're fine, but like, they're nothing special. Are they better than Bacalhau or Gomes de Sá? No, probably. They're just okay, that's the thing. Are they better than the Bolo de Arroz? Yes, okay. Are they better than Pão de Ló? Maybe B tier? Yeah, bottom of B tier. You go to like any cafe, you get that. That's it. That's croquettes. Right, next item is gonna be Pasteis de Bacalhau. It's made with potato and codfish. It's like fried potato and codfish. It's like these little, you know, capsules of codfish and potato. I think this is better than croquettes. It depends if you like codfish or not. But I would put Pasteis de Bacalhau maybe A tier. Considering that... Okay, I made my mind. Croquettes are now at the top of B tier. In front of Bacalhau com natas. I'm sorry, but they're more versatile. You know, they're simple, but it's something that everyone has had. They're the top of the B tier right now. Same kind of vibe as croquettes. But there's something special, I think. Are more Portuguese, unique. Yeah, they're more... They got more Portuguese points, I think. Only kids like salami? I like salami. Are they better than pudding? No way. They're not better than Pudim de Ovos. There's no way in hell. Pudim is better. It's just better. Okay, that's my decision. Fight me on it. That's my decision. Okay. It's above Salame de Chocolate, but below Pudim de Ovos. Now, Bifana. Bifana S tier. I'm sorry. It has to be. Bifana here is S tier. Is it better than Carne Porco Alentejana? Bifana de Vendas Novas? Not just Vendas Novas. Vendas Novas is good. Is it better than Carne Porco Alentejana? I think it might be. Just for the simplicity itself. It's like simple elegance, you know? It's like simplicity and it's elegant. It's just bread and the meat. That's it. And you need to do it correctly. But if you do it correctly, I think when you have it with some beer, oh my god, it's fine. Let it be there. Caldo Verde is still there. Is a Bifana better than Pastel de Nata? This is like S tier is like iconic. You must try it. Portuguese stuff. Is this better than a Pastel de Nata? Okay, I think it's fine where it is. Honestly, it's like Pasteis de Nata is so iconic, right? It seems right. Yeah, it seems that it fits well there. Okay. All right, tremoços. They're lupin beans. This is what you have with beer. I don't know, they're okay, but C tier. I know, it's such a random thing to... These are lupin beans that are prepared in a brine, like salt water. And you have them as snacks while you're having a beer. This is such a iconic Portuguese staple, because they make you thirsty, you know? They make you thirsty and you drink more beer. That's it. Alright guys, cozido à portuguesa. Portuguese stew. Some people would say cozido à portuguesa is one of the best dishes in the world. It's a stew with different kinds of meat and like sausages, different kinds of sausages. I'll give you S tier just because it's so unique. It's not as good as Carne, Porco, Alentejana. I'm sorry. This is such a complicated dish to get right though. I feel like I'm gonna get crucified if I don't put it in S tier. But it has to be below Carne, Porco, Alentejana, in my honest opinion. I know, like, I feel like you can enjoy the sausages in other ways. I'm gonna put it there. It's such a divisive dish though. It's not for everyone, I don't think. It's like up there, it's iconic. It's delicious and it's very unique. Polvo alagreiro, which is octopus with with potatoes and olive oil, and this is S tier for me. I would put this in front of Carne, Porco, Alentejana, guys. I'll put it there. We can't give S tier to everything. Like, Portuguese food is too good, you know? It's fucking too good. Choco Frito. Fried cuttlefish. Fried cuttlefish. Fried cuttlefish, guys. Is fried cuttlefish better than Francesinha? In my opinion, yes. This is S tier for you, but you're from Setúbal. You don't... you're not just biased, you're mega biased. We gotta move in the list. Let's say that Choco Frito... This is not just my preferences, right? This is like how iconic it is. I would put Choco Frito maybe... Okay, maybe in between Pasteis de Bacalhau and Pudim de Ovos. It's good, but, you know, it's not a Carne, Porco, Alentejana. Is it better than cozido? To me, yes. Yeah, okay, moving on. Amêijoas à bolhão pato. Which is clams, bolhão pato, bolhão duck style. Pato means duck. Where does the name come from? Let me search for it. Amêijoas à bolhão pato were rumored to have been named after the Portuguese poet Raimundo António de Bolhão Pato. I think amêijoas à bolhão pato are gonna have to be S tier. I think better than Carne, Porco, Alentejana. I'm sorry, but I'm sorry. I know that they both have clams. Are they better than polvo alagreiro? But they are better than Carne, Porco, Alentejana. To me. And there's something that you must try in Portugal? Yes, I think. All right, moving on. So these are clams, you know, they're very simple. It's a very simple dish. But if it's prepared right, it's just clams, onion, garlic, olive oil, white wine, lemon, and some coriander. You can already imagine the zesty lemon with a white wine, you know, with the clams. It's just simple and delicious. I mean, most things in S tier are simple, right? I'm not sure about Pastel de Nata here anymore, you know? A sorda. Bread stew from Alentejo. Some delicious bread stew from Alentejo. Yeah, this is something you eat regularly in Alentejo, right? But in many places, really, but it's not S tier, no. Like, it's very good, don't get me wrong. But like in the grand scheme of things, a sorda would be... It's a rustic style bread, like a bread from Alentejo, torn into chunks, garlic, 4 cloves of garlic, a lot of cilantro, salt, water, eggs, olive oil, black pepper. That's it. It's very much a rustic dish, right? It's very simple. But I think it's better than bacalhau com natas. It has to be like 4 or 5 day old bread. Has to be like... It's a testament to ingenuity of the Alentejo region, where they can do magic with like ingredients that would be expiring, right? It's like... it's It's food recycling. It's like food recycling. But it's amazing. It's comforting. I don't think it's like at the top though. I think it's fine there. Okay, top of B tier. This is my preference as well. This is my show. I'm gonna put my preferences in here. All right, next. Frango Assado. For all of those roasted chicken with peri-peri, as they say, like in Nando's. It's Frango Assado com piri-piri. Not peri-peri. Peri-peri. No, piri-piri. It's Frango Assado com piri-piri. This is a weekend, every single weekend, every single table. It's not S tier. I mean, my lunch today, see? Okay, the simplicity of the dish with the sauce, with the piri-piri sauce, to me, top of A tier. Are we fine with this? If you're not, fight me on it. Alright, Arroz de Pato. Arroz de Pato. Rice, duck rice. This is, you know, duck rice is maybe better than cozido. Maybe even Pasteis de Bacalhau, okay? Cozido is good, but it's going down. I cannot avoid it. It's there near the Francesinha. Is it better than Francesinha? Maybe, yes. Also, I don't think tremosses are better than alheira. And maybe alheira is better than... Okay, I'm doing some changes. I'm looking at it and I don't like some comparisons. Maybe alheira is better here. Alheira is good. It will kill you, but it's good. Alright, moving on. Pataniscas de Bacalhau. So, these are like codfish fritters. These things are like codfish fritters. The difference between these and the Pasteis de Bacalhau is that the pastéis are made with potato. This is just flour. This is codfish and flour. So this is like puff fritters, codfish. Are they better than Pasteis de Bacalhau? No. I don't think so. I think this is like better than Bacalhau. Bacalhau com Natas is just so heavy. Don't you guys love the name? Patanisca? Not a fan of Bacalhau. Yeah, that's the thing. That's why I put it here. It's like, if you don't like codfish, there's many things that will not appeal to you, right? Seafood rice, guys. Is it better than Carne, Porco, Alentejana? I think Arroz de Marisco. Is it better than... I don't think it's better than Ameijoas Abelhão Pato. I don't think... Yeah, there's amazing food here. Okay, maybe for once, like for the complexity, it's a complex dish, but it still shines like something unique, iconic, delicious, and you should have it when you come to Portugal. Maybe at the same level as Ameijoas. So sardines in the charcoal. Sardines in the charcoal. To me, this is S tier. It has to be S tier, no? We're running out of space in S tier. I think it's here, at the bottom of S tier. Like on par with many delicious other things. Maybe in front of Carne, Porco, Alentejana, just because... No. Carne, Porco, Alentejana is special. And sardines are special as well, but like, I don't know. It's S tier. I think Pasteis de Nata need to come down, and they're good. But they're not bifana good in terms of how unique they are. I know they're iconic. I know everyone loves them. But they're not better than a bifana. They're not better than polvo alagareiro. They're not better than seafood rice. You know, they're not better than clams. Look at that. How do we have so many? Feijoada à transmontana. So beans. A lot of beans. It's basically like chouriço and meats and just meat, sausages, and it's very rich, very decadent, very, you know. I think feijoada, look, for all intents and purposes, this is all... B tier is still amazing. I think Sara is right. And it's definitely better than pataniscas. I don't think it's better than alheira by itself. So I'm gonna put it here. It's a lot of beans, it's very heavy, but I know some of you go like, no, Dave, this needs to be S tier, it's the... Let's be honest, there's nothing bad on this list. Except Babad Camelo thing. It's just condensed milk and eggs. I mean, I would say no. Babad Camelo needs to be in no list, and no... right? It's not even D tier. Babad Camelo needs to be just no. Just please no. Okay. Next item on the list. You can fight me if you want to contest some of these. But for now, let's go to a general one. Portuguese olive oil. This is one of the most core ingredients in Portuguese cuisine. And I happen to think that Portuguese olive oil is like stratosphere, you know? I know some of these things, it's just an ingredient, but I think it's so... But consider that many of these dishes would not exist even. Would not exist without olive oil. So I'm gonna put it here, next to, at the bottom of S tier. Okay, bitok. Bitok is a steak. It's basically a steak. It can have an egg, rice, and fries. Why do I include this here? Because this is as Portuguese as it can get. Bitok. Bitok has to be B tier, right? Top of B tier. Because it's such a prevalent thing. It's so simple, such a prevalent thing that we need to... Alright, almost there, we're almost there. Alright, seafood platter. Like just marisco, in general. I know like many of these dishes are like a subset of the others, but like just having a seafood platter in Portugal. I happen to think that this is S tier as well. Maybe not as special as some of these ones, right? I think this is good, but I would put it in like the same A tier. I think this is A tier. The seafood itself is S tier. Listen to me. Don't kill me, please. My God, when I put this on YouTube. Holy shit. Please don't kill me, okay? Seafood itself is S tier in Portugal. It's like the best seafood you can get. But I think just by itself, it's not as special as seafood rice. I think this is just A tier. It's good. It's not S tier because we have amazing things in S tier. Bacalhau à Brás. Codfish à Brás. I think I want to agree. I would put it maybe next to the... Let's go to a more simple section. Queijo da Serra. Mountain cheese. Queijo da Serra. Mountain cheese. This is made of usually sheep milk, right? It's creamy. It's very good. I don't think... Don't get me wrong. I think this is as good as many other cheeses around the world. I don't think it's S tier. Just given what we have on S tier. Okay, here. It feels like it feels good there. Papo Secos. This is the bread section now. We're gonna finish with the bread section. I added multiple types of bread. I think Papo Secos by themselves, without the bifanas. You know, if it's not used for a bifana, it's a D tier. There's nothing interesting. This is like some bread rolls, very light, very airy, you know? And I don't know what the obsession of people in Lisbon is with Papo Secos. But on the next one, Pão Alentejano. Some rustic bread from Alentejo. S tier? Okay, I'm gonna have to demote something then. I think I'm gonna demote the olive oil. Although olive oil is S tier as well, but just because by itself, it's not like you can drink olive oil straight from the bottle, right? It's just, I had to include it here because it's a special thing. But bread has to be at the bottom of... Bread is at the heart of every single meal. But I think it's S tier. I think it's one of the cornerstones of Portuguese cuisine. You know, f the French baguette. Honestly. And if any French people are watching this, I mean, you don't know. You don't know the ways. I'm sorry. Okay, Broa de Milho. So this is cornbread. I would put it, maybe cornbread is like, it's not for everyone as well. I think it's delicious. But maybe the baguette should be a t-shirt sold in tourist shops in Portugal. We can make it. Guys, we can make it. Dave merch. Would you guys buy it? If I made it? Bolo do Caco, which is from Madeira. A type of bread. B tier. There was, not so long ago, there was like a craze for bolo do caco in Portugal. Every burger was served with fucking bolo do caco. I would say bolo do caco is better than tremoços. Okay, let me demote tremoços. And bolo do caco has to be bread as the base is at the bottom of their respective tiers. And we have completed a beautiful tier list. Pão leve dos Açores. Yeah, like sourdough bread would be better than bolo do caco in my opinion. Shame? You like Baba Camelo more than Papo Secos? It's fucking condensed milk and eggs. Are you crazy? Dude, it's It's condensed milk and eggs. Come on. It's good? It's not. Okay, maybe Papo Secos should be in no tier as well. I don't know. I think Baba Camelo is the only thing that belongs in a no tier. You guys, if you guys think differently, let me know. Let me know because, listen, this is going on YouTube, so let me know in the comments. Let me know where I went wrong and write me an essay explaining the error of my ways in the comments. Maybe I'll listen. I don't know. Maybe I'll not. Okay, now disclaimer. There's a lot of things that didn't make the list. If you're watching this on YouTube later on and you think that there's something crucial, something critical I forgot to put in the list, let me know in the comments, right? Let me know. I couldn't fit everything. We would be here forever. There's so much stuff. There's so much stuff in Portuguese cuisine. We would be here all weekend just talking about food. And as we can see, the Portuguese food tier list is a beautiful inverted pyramid, as you can see. Right? As you can see, look at that. Many things S tier, but everything in this list, with the exception of maybe Papo Secos and Baba Camelo, are exceptional. That's it. Hello? Did you like the video? If you did, please leave a like, subscribe, press the... If you have the bell, press the bell. Otherwise, you know, you don't get the juicy stuff next time. Is this how you do it? What do you mean, no? Oh, also, love your face. Bye. Bye. Click the things.